everyone, how are you guys doing today? Today I'm bringing you an amazing hack, money saving tip that will save you ton of money, and it will extend the duration for which you can use your makeup at least 2 times or 3 times, because I'm going to tell you guys how I take off my makeup every night and repackage it so that I can continue reusing it for much longer duration. I have to add a little disclaimer that not everything can be repackaged, because whatever that gets absorbed, say in your makeup sponges, or stays stuck really hard to your brushes, I cannot repackage it. But everything else I can repackage. Of course, something like, say, a setting spray, I don't know how to put it back into a pressurized bottle, or how to even take it off of my skin. So those things, we cannot recollect, but that's where we cut our losses. Everything else we are going to take off my face and repackage it. And I hope you are excited about this hack. We are going to save a ton of money, ton of trips back to, say, Ulta or Sephora to buy more products, because we have run out of it sooner than we should have, because this can be done. All right, I hope you're ready. Let's get started. I'm going to start off by taking off my mascara, which is kind of really simple, but at the same time a little bit tricky. I'm just going to use the wand that is inside to take off my mascara, except that when I applied it, I went from down to up. Now to take it off, I'm going to go from up to down, and that is going to get the mascara back on the wand, and then I can repackage it and save it for next use so I don't run out of it. And then you just kind of put it back in. I had used Juvia's by Saharan this morning to do my eye makeup. This is a really, affordable palette. You get really large pans inside as well. So I don't necessarily have to, kind of take off my shadows and put them back. But just for the sake of demo, I'm going to do it today. Now, the key in this case is that because we are now taking our powder products, if we apply the powder product using our fingers, then we'll need to use fingers to take it off, because whatever oils were there in our fingers get mixed in with the product when we are applying, so they don't easily come off with brushes. So you need to use your fingers again to take it off. So you'll see me do that. And then whatever I applied using the brushes, I can use my brushes to take off those products, and then I'm going to press it back into the pan. So, remember how you apply each of your shadows when you're doing your makeup, so that you can, repeat that, or reverse that, you can say, when you're taking your products off. I'd applied the shimmer using fingers in the morning, so I'm going to use my ring finger to take it off again, and then I will, whatever product gets collected on my finger, I'm going to press it back into the pan. Whatever shadows I had applied using the brushes, I'm going to use the same brushes to pick the product off of my skin, and then I will be pressing it back in the pan. Press it back in the pan and press it back in the pan. Press it back with the brush. For your eyeshadow primer, regather it using your ring fingers. You want to use ring fingers for the delicate areas, and I feel like recollecting products from your eye regions is the safest as compared to, say, your mouth. I'm going to take off my lipstick too, so you should make sure that you don't lick your lips as much during the day to keep it hygienic. But for eyeshadow primers, I don't feel like that. I'm just going to use my ring finger to collect it first, and then just suck it back into your tube. I had used a Smashbox lipstick in the morning. These lipsticks are expensive, but they are my favorite, And you know, look at this lipstick. This is my favorite color. This one is Out Loud. That's what this one is called. I really, really like it, which means I want to make it last as much as possible. So to take this off, I actually just, you know, use the wand in the tube and just wipe it off. Rubbing your lips together will help loosen the product up. Putting it back and pumping it like so will help you get it off the applicator and back into the tube. Now to take off my brow product, I'm going to first use the spoolie to loosen up the product from my skin and from under my hair. Reverse tracing my strokes with the eyebrow pencil will help me pick up the product back onto the pencil. That way, you know, it gets compacted back on. I'm going to use the highlighter brush that I used in the morning to dust off my highlighter, just like I did with the eyeshadows, and then we're going to press it back in the pan just like with the eyeshadows. And just tap it back in the compact. Now I'm going to switch to the bigger brush that I use for my other face products and repackage them. Push it back in the pan. Now let's take off the bronzer with the brush. Pack it back in the pan. Now carefully re-pick up your setting powder with your brush and just press it back. I'm going to use my ring finger to recollect my concealer in the direction opposite to how I spread it in the first place, and I'm going to use the wand to pick it up as the final step. But always use your ring finger because the area around your eyes is kind of delicate, and you know, you don't want to pressure it or pull it too much. So, you know, even if you're going in the inward direction, still use your ring finger. I feel like the area around our eyes is kind of the cleanest, so I don't see anything wrong in just like recollecting our product. And it's our own personal makeup. As I said, you know, we are not using somebody else's makeup, so you don't need to worry about anything. And then pick up any gathered concealer with the wand, and then you can put it back in. I prefer a foundation that comes with a little wand, because then I can very, very easily recollect the foundation with the wand itself and it packages itself. If you use a foundation that comes with a pump, I will share in a minute how I repackage it when we go to the primer step. So first you'll need to wet your sponge again. Unfortunately, whatever gets absorbed in the sponge is lost. For that reason, I prefer the microfiber sponge because it doesn't absorb as much as the traditional sponges. You lose a lot more product in traditional sponges, both while applying and taking off your foundation. But wetting your sponge is helpful when you're trying to get your foundation wet again to be picked back off of your skin. I'm using a combination of like patting and swiping motions, you know, almost like reverse of how I applied the foundation to recollect it. I prefer foundation that comes with a wand because then I can just kind of recollect all the foundation with the wand itself, and then, you know, it packages itself almost. If you applied any liquid primer, you will have to recollect it using your fingers before you can repackage it, just like our foundations. And then I take my recollected primer and then I just suck it back in. The advantage of stick primers is that you can just like recollect it with the wand itself, and it just, you know, packs itself back. So it doesn't take a lot of effort. And ta-da! Now you can just do whatever your nighttime skincare routine is, apply your lotions and serums and whatever, and you are ready for bed. No need to wash your skin because you actually took everything off the way you put it back on. So you must have caught on by now that this was supposed to be an April Fool's joke. No, I am not that skilled to take off my makeup. Neither it is hygienic to take your makeup off of your skin and put it back into its containers and reuse it the next day. Yes, our bodies are full of germs and it gathers more germs settle on it, germs and dust and gunk that gets mixed into your makeup as the day progresses. So, no, it is never safe to remove makeup from any part of your body and put it back in the tube. You're going to end up contaminating the entire tube, and it is especially not safe to reuse products from around your eye regions. So, everything that I said in this video was either impossible or completely wrong. I got this idea after I saw Ulta's tweet about makeup application wipes, and I thought it would be funny to do this. But no amount of money is worth the health of your skin and your eyes. Those are precious. Your face is your visiting card. Your eyes are your windows to the world. So you need them, and you definitely don't want to do anything that I said in this video. But I hope you guys had some fun. I hope you guys liked this video though and had some chuckles and jaw-dropping moments when you watched it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. One thumbs up is mandatory. Don't you guys think? एक thumbs up तो बनता है. So just head down, hit the little thumbs up button and share it with your family and friends, those who you think can use a little chuckle today. And if you are new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. I would love to have you as a part of my YouTube family. Usually I do post some really useful tips and hacks and things that would save you real money without causing any harm or damage to your skin. But this was my little April Fool's Day treat to you guys. Thank you again for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.